Everybody thinks that when you throw darts, the aim is to throw in the middle. When you see the dartboard for the first time, what do you want to do? You're aiming for that, am I right? Huh? That is usually the first thing that people do. When they see a dartboard, they're trying to hit there. But that is not the objective of the game, is to throw in the middle. Like I said, there's board from number 1 to 20 spread over. Now, the outer ring. This is the outer ring. It's called a double, guys. It's your times 2 table. So, if you throw, you see there's the number 20. So, if you throw in there, in the outer ring, it is 2 times 20. Gives you how much? 40, right. If you throw, that's a 16. 2 times 16? 32, right. So, this is the outer ring, which is called the double. It's the 2 times table. Then, there's another ring in the middle. It's called the triple. It's the 3 times table. So, here I'm going to mark it here. Times 3. So in other words, if that one goes in there, what is that? 60, right? If it goes in there, that's a 19. 3 19s, 57. 3 11s, 33, right? That is your 3 times table. Now you will see there's green and there's red. That is a red bull. There's your green bull. Now the green, it's 25. That's a 25. And that one in the middle, the red, it's a 50. So the bull, the 50, it's also a 2 times. Because it's 25. 2 times 25 gives you 50. So that is the double. The double there of the bull. Alright. And then you will see the numbers in between there or there. The plain numbers that's not in the triples or the doubles. That is your singles. So if you throw there, for instance, that's a 1. It's a normal 1. But if you throw it in there, it's a 3 times 1. Which means it's 3. You see? So that's your normal numbers, your doubles and your triples, your 25 and your bull. Now, alright, knowing all of this, what do I now need to do? We play usually a game called 501. When you compete against each other, the aim of the game is who gets to 0 first. In order to win, you must have 0. We start on a high number, like if I say 501. From 501, you're going to throw, deduct, until who gets to 0 first. The one with 0 is winning the game. But there's a catch to it. The 0, it's not just if you have 20 left, you're going to throw a number 20. Now, to win the game, you need to close it with a double, with a 2 times table. So, to get to the 0, you must make it times 2. Then you are winning the game. So, the accuracy that we are talking about comes here when you need to be accurate. Your hand and eye coordination, as I explained earlier on, your focus on that specific target. Because you can have 501, you throw 1 there, you throw 1 there, you throw 1 there, we're still going to deduct the score. But when it comes to the closing of the game, to winning the game, now you need to have accuracy, where you need to go for a specific number to get to the 0. So, 501, and what I mean with this is that, let me just make a, Wally, just come and throw here for me 3 darts. I'm going to say Wally has 501. I want you guys, quickly just to have a look and see. I'm going to deduct the score and see how he throws. Okay. Now count for me that. If any one of you can tell me what is this? You can come closer, guys. Come stand here in front of the board, let you can see. Come closer. I've just explained the singles, the doubles, and the triples. I need you guys to tell me now, while you threw this score, can any one of tell, okay, how much is that? 4. That's a single, because it's not anywhere, which means it's 4, and that is a 3. 4 and 3 gives you 7, right? But now, while you also threw there, what is this one again? Triple, right? 3 times 18 is 54. Now, if you take the 54 and the 7, how much does it give you? 61, right? So in other words, one score with his 3 dots is 61. So you will write the 61 there. From 501, you will say, okay, 1 from 1 gives you 0. Now that counts, so make that a 10. 10 from 6 gives you 4. Then that becomes a 4. So in other words, his score remaining is 440. Now the next person will throw, say near, because there's 2 people playing. So Wally's score will be deducted, the next one will throw. Wally throw again. So now it's Wally's turn again to throw. So in other words, we're going to deduct the score until it gets to the double. Oh, he's not throwing so well. 3, 4, and 8 gives you 12. Am I right? So now we're going to deduct that 12. Again, that's a 0. We're going to take that and make that a 10. You all know because you take 1, you put it there, and so on. So in other words, 10 gives you 8. That's 3. It's 2. It's 428. Now one throws again. 3 and 8 again. So in other words, you've got 420 left. Alright, so we go for now. Say for instance, Wally, you have now, let me make the number. Wally has 61 left. Wally, can you go? Say Wally's score is now on 61. Can you go and see how you're going to close the 61? Remember, you must close it with the double, with the outer ring. So you must now work out a combination, what you're going to throw to leave you on a double. Wally, what would you go for 61?
And me, I normally go green bull, 36.
Okay? Do you understand what he's saying? He's saying he wants to go there. That is how much? 25. Now, if he has 61 and he throw 25, what do we have left? 36. Now, what is the double of 36? If you have 36 divided by 2, gives you how much? 18. So in other words, what he must throw in there, he must first throw there, go for that. So what his mindset is that he wants to throw there and throw there to win the game. But that is what he's thinking. It doesn't mean he's going to do it. If he misses it, you have to recalculate. Okay, Wally, go. Okay, he doesn't do it. Now from 61 he threw a 9. How much is now? Now he must deduct the 9 from the 61. Gives him 52. Right? Alright, now you can either play 12, double 20. That gives you 52. And now that's a 15. So now, from that 52, he must deduct the 15. That leaves him on, what is it? 37 left. Alright, now he needs to throw something too. And now he threw a 5. In other words, what he now has, 32 left. You see, so he thought with his first 3 darts on the 61 he's going to go there and there. But then it didn't work. He had to recalculate. Because you can't still go there because you didn't hit that target. So that's where you say, match your quick thinking. Because this was your plan. It didn't work. What is next? okay, now I've got that left, I need to change my strategy. Throw that and that now. You see, so things doesn't always go the way that you think it's going to go, so but you need to quickly change your strategy. So now Wally has 32 left. In other words, for 32, he must throw double. No, that's 36. Double 16. Right. So now Wally must throw there for the win the match. That's a 16. And then he had 60 left and he threw an 8. So now he's got 8 left. In other words, he must throw now double 4. Let me see if I can throw the double 4 because it seems like he takes forever. That's 4. You see? So,
Close enough.
but you understand what I'm trying to say. So, you will not win the game until you close with the double. And guys, what I want to teach you in darts is that you can be on 32 to throw the double and your opponent is on 300 because you were throwing triples and doubles, your score came down very quickly. But now you on a 32, a double 16, your opponent is on 300. You see like Wally, he missed, he didn't. And the other one is throwing, he's coming slowly. And then, whoops, he throws the double. He wins you from 300 because you couldn't throw the double. So the double is the important factor in the game. You can throw 10, 100, 140, whatever. But if you don't throw the double, the opponent is going to win you. So you need to practice throwing triples, big scores, but as well as focusing on the doubles. And you always need to, after every dart, you need to recalculate what you have left. You understand what? So you understand now if I say there's numbers, there's multiply, because if you throw there, you have to multiply 3 times 18. You have that left, deduct that. So now you must subtract. You must now 54 plus 90. Now you must add. So there's subtraction, multiplication, and all of that you need to, that it teaches you, and it's quick mental maths that it teaches you. Is there any questions from you? I'm going to give you darts. You're going to start practicing it. I'm now going to show you how to hold the dart, how to release your stance. But I first want to understand, you must understand the dartboard, you must understand the rules, and you must know the safety aspect before you can start playing any sport. You must know what is the rules of the game, how you must play it, and all of that. Is there any questions around this?
Yeah.
Yes?
Let me say I'm left with 8, no?
With 8, right?
Yeah, with 8. Then I throw, and then that's the double trade.
Then it's a 0. It's a bust. Okay, if you have, like Wally has 32 left, and now we, for instance, throw trip 16, that is 48. He's 0 because he threw more than what was required. So there's no score. You remain with the 32.
That's not.
If you, for instance, has 5, or let me say for instance you have 2 left. So for 2, there's only one thing to throw on 2. And it's double 1. There's no other halves. Now you have 2 left, but you throw a 1. It's over. Because we don't have halves on the board. You can't throw another half 1. So if you throw there, but you were supposed to throw there, it's 0. Your score remains on 2. Because if you don't meet it, if you bust, if you throw too much, it's a burst, it stays on 0.
You can't subtract more than what you've got.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Even if you're left with 20, you throw 19,
It's a bust. If you have 20, you're supposed to go for double 10. But your hand slip and you throw there. It's a bust. It's more than what was required. The moment you throw more than what is required, it is 0 score. Okay, anything else, guys? Come, I'm here to help you. I came from Pretoria to introduce you to darts, and then you must know how to play this game. Do you understand now the rules of the game?
Yeah, to make things easier, don't say 0 score. Just tell them that their scores won't be counted. It will be easy for them because when you say 0 scores, most of them, I don't think they understand what is meant by what you are saying. Just tell them, if you throw more than
What
you are
is
supposed
required.
to get, it means that that score of yours won't be counted.
Yes, it won't be counted because you threw more than what is required. So in other words, like he was just making an example, you have, say you've got 10 left. Yeah? You have now 10 left. In other words, you must throw double 5. But now you throw double 20. That is 40 and that is 10. So in other words, although you have still 2 darts in your hand, those 2 darts you can't throw again because you already threw more than what is required. But if you have 10 and you throw a 5, there's still 5 left. You still have 2 darts in your hand. And with the 2 darts, you can still close a 5. You can throw a 1, double 2. That is also 10. Remember when you went to the hockey, you had 10 left. You threw a 5. Now there's 5 left. You then threw a 1, which left you with a 4. So you can still, therefore you use all 3 darts. But if you throw it with the first dart, the game is over. You don't need to throw the next 2 darts. But if you throw more, you go and retrieve it because you threw more than what is required. Is that understandable?
Yes.
Alright, thank you. So, yes guys, I'm going to show you now the stance, how to stand, to throw your darts and things.